Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special video to me. 11 years ago, or technically even earlier than 11 years ago, but 11 years ago this channel was founded and I started with Aion videos. And now I am back with Aion 2. You already see it in the background, it looks phenomenal. I wanted to give you my first impressions as an Aion veteran, as someone who played Aion 1 for years, and someone who is doing MMORPG content anyways, or well, has not done in the past, but now. And I just wanted to show you around, give you my first impressions, tell you what I like, tell you what I don't like. You know, guys, I've been quite honest with you in the past about stuff like that. Shout out to my last YouTube video, which was, I believe, the reason why we all quit Blade & Soul Neo. And before I start with what I like and what I don't like, I had very low expectations for Aion 2 after all the disasters with NCSoft of the last years. And I can happily say, I think they are on the track to redeem themselves. But yeah, let's start with the obvious. Aion 2 looks phenomenal. It looks gorgeous, it's divine. I have never seen this level of detail in any video game, let alone an online game. Like, you see the details on the armor set, you see the feathers, you see the background, you see the vibrant colors. This is just insane. And I'm still quite flabbergasted about the quality. And speaking of the visuals, I had the big fear coming towards Aion 2 that this will simply be a name stick, that they just slap on the title Aion, but that the game in itself will have nothing to do with the original. So I was very wrong about that, and I'm gonna show you around and show you why. Because everything in this world screams Aion to me. It truly feels like Atreya. The first moment I looked in already, I had the feeling. You walk around here, you see Aria, we all remember that stuff from the first Aion. It looks the same, just way more beautiful. You remember the name, you remember the bosses, the mobs. You remember every animal that's walking around here. They all seem familiar. You feel right at home. And that's doing so much for the immersion. And the second part of the immersion is the music. They remastered the theme songs of Aion 1 with a great orchestra, with new sound, new quality, and it is simply divine. It's such a nostalgic hit. The theme music, it's just such a big part of the magic world that is Atreya, and it plays a huge role. The overall sound design as well. Like, you will immediately recognize every sound from, let's add some mobs right here. You hear that sound, isn't that the most familiar sound of all? Or if you are going to start and, oh well, now we gotta get rid of him. You already see we can fly everywhere now. It's another part I will get back to in a moment. But yeah, the sounds of gathering, the sounds of enchantment, the sounds of adding mobs, it is all sounding familiar. This truly feels like a successor to the first game. It captures a lot of what made the first Aion great and elevated it even further, and it also, I feel like, does the first part justice. There's a lot of things that you will just immediately recognize, skills in your class that were taken from the old Aion first game. Even in this new combat system you will recognize some of these spells. They nailed that part, which I was very worried about, as I was saying. But they did that part really well. Now, I already shown you, you can fly everywhere now. The limitation of only flying in etheric fields has been removed. I believe there is some lore explanation behind it. and we can take off in the beautiful sky. We see that huge magical flying whale over there. By the way, this in front of us is the ruins of the Veteran Castle, and you can look around and see these vibrant colors, these amazing graphics. It's really hitting all the sweet spots of nostalgia, and this is why I'm making a first impression video, by the way, guys. Like, I know I have the absolute hardcore nostalgic glasses on when reviewing this right now. We will come back to Aion 2 in a few months or with the global release and see how nostalgic I'm still feeling then. But for now, this is simply amazing. Like, you walk around everywhere you go, you see something nostalgic. Right in front of us are the Brex, for example. We all remember those. Or the Slifen, we remember those. So, world is fantastic. Graphics are out of this world. And part of graphics I want to show you guys is in the closet. This is a gray. This is the lowest quality of armor you could find, and it looks just this amazing. This could easily be, for me, it could easily be a skin that it's worth like $10, $20. This is beautifully designed. They put a lot of effort into the armors and the skins. Anything you check out here, it simply looks gorgeous. The materials, the different materials, like leather, silk, even velvet, metal and gold. It looks gorgeous, just pristine. These are like just the early sets you get from looting and wandering around and like basic quest rewards, and they look insane. Like, compare this to old Aion. In the first Aion, this would have been like an elite armor, an endgame set, or a skin set that you are paying like a bunch of money for. There are other sets we can preview, like this one example. Just a blue skin set that you can loot from gathering stuff and shit. You see the different single scales in the armor. You see even like little scratches in the material. You see like wrinkles in the leather. You see folds in fabrics. The level of detail in Aion 2, I have never seen anything like this in an online game before. Period. That's just how it is. We can go through some more of these skins right here. Like, this is beautiful cloth. The physics, it's all working. They put a lot of effort. There's not a single like refurbished or like recycled skin here. This is all original, and I would even like some recycled skins. Like, I would love to see something from Aion 1 reimagined, redone in this one, like the Tiamat armor, for example, or something like that. But or look at this, all these spikes. The level of detail is insane. And now these are all golden skins, but it doesn't matter. We can go here and choose like only the green ones, and even those, they look a little bit more simplistic, but some of these are still quite insane and really, really good looking. Like this is a badass armor for like a gladiator or something. It looks insane. And none of this is cash shop. This is all like crafted or looted gear, and they did so much. There are like 100 different ones at least. And they look so good. So yeah, just wanted to show you this. This is absolutely insane. Weapons, I think I cannot preview them. But anyways, or we can also go over wings. The wings are looking fabulous. Like, I already got some here. I mean, look at this. This is just insane. Beautiful, vibrant colors. Amazing. We already have quite a few wings here that we can preview. And I mean, they look just fantastic. I really just want to collect them all and roam Atreya with it. These are really amazing. I believe some of these are referenced from Aion 1. I am 100% sure about these ones, and I think these ones as well. These ones I'm not so sure. These are amazing looking. You see what I'm talking about. Visually, this is an 11 out of 10. This is just exceeding all expectations. And it's also quite well working performance-wise. Like, okay, I'm a bad example, I have an RTX 4090 and all, but there haven't been any drivers updated yet for Aion 1 and Aion 2, and so far it's running quite smooth. I have hardly any difficulties, and that's quite good as well. So yeah, you can fly everywhere now. That's a great change. We all wanted that. We all wanted the freedom to fly everywhere, and we got it. At first your flight time will be a little bit low, but that will change relatively fast as you gear up and get your first pair of proper wings and all of that. Another great feature they added is the change to pets. You can tame every single fucking animal in this game you fight. You're collecting like their souls, and if you have enough souls you get them as a mount and as a pet. So they are both in once. Like if I'm going to showcase you like this cool Dragon Watchdog, I have it here as with me with my pet, and now I can mount up on it. Pretty cool. Like, just think about it for a moment. In the old Aion, every mount like this would have been probably a shop item that you pay like 10-20 bucks for. And just the freedom to really just... You found a mob that you find really cool and you're like, okay, I wanna ride that one. I want to ride into battle on a fucking Krull. You can do that. Like, there is hardly any limitations. Like, if you wanna ride into battle on that thing, you can do. If you want to ride into battle on a spider, you can do that. Like, whatever fits you, you can do it, and we can do it for 100% free. You don't need to spend money on mounts and pets. They also removed all that premium pets with the auto potions and auto scrolling and whatnot, because you can simply put everything on auto consumable by putting it in the task list and changing the usage mode. So you completely remove the pay to win from the pets. Basically, great change. I love it. I can't wait to like farm all the mobs to collect all the mounts in the game. Simply amazing. Something that will also feel very familiar to everyone who's played the first game is crafting and gathering. Like you hear that sound, that's the exact same sound from Aion 1 from Gathering. You immediately feel at home. Gathering works pretty similar to the first Aion, except for small differences. First of all, you get skill points that you can distribute in like different effects. You can either go for luck, and I just put it into everything, like very balanced. Here you have like the radar, which was just a head in Aion 1, and here you can just put skill points into it. And if you think like, I'm only going to do like handicrafting, so I don't need ores and I don't need cooking ingredients, I don't need herbs, so you just put points into that. You can also gain different effects or additional effects like extra loot and all of that, and so you can fine-tune your gathering a little bit. Level 50 professional is the second stage, and it's the max level for now, but I believe there will be more coming. And we have crafting. Crafting also very similar to Aion 1. Love it, because you feel right at home. All the material names will be familiar with you. They streamlined a lot of the process, so there's only one armor type for all classes. That gets rid of so many problems Aion 1 had with like are you wearing a clove set on a Templar for magic suppression, or you're wearing a leather set on Cleric for magic resisted, or all of that is getting rid of. And it's streamlining the entire item bloat, because you have a lot less items. It's a lot more overseeable of the resources. Same goes with mana stones. There's just one type of mana stone now, and not like you know, hundreds kinds of mana stones that all cost different prices. Everyone in Aion 1 knows that the magic boost stones were a lot more expensive than the rest of the mana stones. This just gets rid of the problem. It adds more RNG in some way, because now these mana stones can simply become any stat, but you can choose which stats you will keep if you apply them. So that's kind of okay. You also have still power shards. They work a little different now. Also very familiar to Aion 1. So this is all really, really good. Really great. I'm having a blast. By the way, I'm playing in Taiwan with an exit lag VPN. I have like 180 and 200 ms, and the combat feels very fluid. Most of the times I simply forget I'm playing on a foreign server because I hardly feel any like really delay. So far, this is all great. Like, there is not a single thing I can complain about until here. And it just keeps going. Like, the map is huge. The map is 6 times as big as like the old map you see. I've hardly uncovered half of the map. There's a lot to explore. You get rewarded for exploring. You get like upgrade materials for something, and you can teleport everywhere you've been already. Pretty easy. You have these like one-time exploration dungeons that give you a bunch of loot. They are somewhat repetitive, like it's either kill everything in there, kill the boss in there, or find something in there. So that's a bit repetitive, but the bosses so far, I feel like they are quite different from another, and that keeps it interesting. But overall, these don't take too long as well. You just go through there, get some free stuff, and really helps. And these fires are some kind of strongholds. There you usually have a lot more mobs to kill, and they also give some free loot. Let's talk about combat and skills. They streamlined that as well. There's not that many key binds you need to use anymore. No more piano playing. For Sorcerer, the skill tree looks like this. So it's a bunch of passives and a bunch of active skills, which do work again in chain skills, as you can see up here. We have Ice Chain every Sorc, and SM will be familiar with Ice Chain, and Flame Arrow is also a spell we will remember from Aion 1. Firestorm and Difficult Wind are some new ones. I'm not going over every skill now, but maybe you remember this one, Inferno or Hellfire. And here we have Robo Flame, for example. So you will recognize a lot of the abilities compared to Aion 1. And so far I'm quite liking the way it is. It plays a lot more than Blade and Soul. And if something about Blade and Soul was great, then it is the combat. Thank goodness, however, we don't have that skill book system here now that we got in Blade and Soul Neo. Instead, we still have the stigmas, which are working a little bit different now. You get 4 skills that you can choose, and that you can level up, and then they unlock additional effects, as you can see over here. So far, the progression seems quite fine. The pace at which you level is quite nice. There's so much content to explore. I have been playing for the past 2 days, like full day through, and yeah, I never got bored. I'm deeply addicted right now. I can't stop playing Aion 2. It's that good. As you can see, once you reach level 45, there will be a lot more stuff to explore. This is just my first impressions video. I will do another one in like a few weeks or maybe a month, and then tell you how I feel about the game in a while, perhaps without the nostalgia glasses on. But yeah, that's a lot of content to still explore. We got arenas, we got the abyss, we got the raids, and we got some more stuff. I'm not even too sure about what that is yet, because I haven't tried it yet. I did my first dungeon run today, and that was quite fun. And yeah, that is all I like about the game so far. Let's get to the negatives. There's hardly any negatives. That's the good part. We had a little bit of login issues, but granted, the whole world tried to log into Korea and Taiwan. The servers were massively overpopulated. They added servers, more and more servers they added. I believe in the end it was like 2 million players, so 40 servers each with 20k players in Korea and 40 servers with 20k players each in Taiwan. The game has a big hype, clearly, and I've seen a lot of English lettered names, so clearly there is a lot of people from around the world trying. So there were some minor issues, like people were not getting their SMS verification codes, me included. On the first day I had to wait till the second day to start. But overall this SMS feature is a good thing because only an account linked to a computer with a mobile number can play. That prevents the creation of bots. There are some ways that you could make this with a temporary number, but NCSoft already announced that they will ban accounts with the temporary numbers. This is looking promising after all the bot problems we had in Blade and Soul, for example. So I'm hardly going to complain about the SMS verification thing because it has a good cause, just turned out a little bit chaotic under the rush onto the servers. The next thing everybody is talking or complaining about is, of course, the cash shop and allegedly the pay-to-win. I have a little bit of a different approach to that, and I will show you that right now. Let's first look at the shop itself. This is the front page of the in-game shop. You see everything is in Taiwanese dollars here. Don't get a heart attack, it's not $750. This is some simple starter pack. It's nothing wild. I don't even know if it's worth to get that. This one is 1 Kina. If you are on Taiwan, don't forget to get this. It's practically a free skin. Doesn't look half that bad if you're into that sort of thing. And here you see some costumes. These are quite expensive, I admit that. I believe 1080 Taiwanese dollars is like 30 bucks. That's quite heavy for a skin set, but as you saw, the skins look absolutely amazing. And even the in-game armors look so stunning that I'm hardly going to worry about these. These modern themed skins are not my taste anyways. I love the fantasy armor styles. They are much better suited. Then we have wings. Wings without stats, so no pay-to-win skins, only skins for aesthetic purposes. And the same should be with mobs, with pets. They are purely visual, and if you like to have a dragon instead of the mobs that you can find in-game, then you can get that out at Sky Whale. And that is all that is to get here. These are the Kuna. You can buy Kuna and buy Kina with Kuna, or the other way around. If you have the first subscription, you can buy Kuna with Kina, and then you can use the Kuna currency, for example, to buy wing skins or to buy the battle passes, which we will get to shortly. Then we have these items here, nothing special about this. Cube extensions, some keys to open boxes, and a name change voucher. Nothing is pay to win here as well. There is a pet that you can buy for Kina even. This is a market you get when you have the first subscription, but it's nothing pay to win either. It's simply buying supplies like potions, scrolls and kisks with Kina, so nothing is to win here. I haven't quite understand these yet. As far as I see, you can fuse skin parts together, but it's purely cosmetic again, nothing pay to win. And that's about it. Now there is the subscription things, which is what everyone is kind of upset about, and I cannot understand it fully. There are some parts I can understand, and let me explain. We have the first membership. This is the basic membership, and this one is the kicker if you really want to stay fully free to play. If you don't want to spend a single dime, then this is a kick in the butt for you, because quite seriously pretty important stuff is locked behind this paywall. And here is my take. This game is so great, they put a lot of work and effort into this game, and you can see that And to me, who played Aion 1, even when it was first coming out with a subscription of like 10 euros, I believe it was, per month, I would gladly pay these 10 euros. Like, if you account for 16 years of inflation, this is a bargain. This is steal. This is pretty much a no-brainer to get if you want to support the game and like get these benefits. The problem is, in this case, Aion 2 is not a free-to-play game, in my opinion. Aion 2 is a subscription-based game that you can pause the subscription and still keep playing. That way around, it's a positive thing. If you see it as a free-to-play game, this is of course, a limitation of your freedom. But then again, I find this is quite fair. It's really quite fair. But without playing without this, I can understand, will not be fun. You will be missing crucial things like trading and market place. Then there's the second stage of the membership, and this one I don't even think is quite that worth. It's more expensive than the first one, and it gives you more dungeon runs and double the abyss hours, which is then 2 per day, I think. But the point is, you already have so much content that you really hardly can be able to enjoy all these extra dungeon runs and extra abyss hours if you are working full time. I think it will be quite hard. Then on the other hand, if you are solely a PvP player and you want the double abyss access, then this is quite expensive just for the double abyss access. And I can understand if that is frustrating. I don't like that either, that PvP is locked behind the paywall. That's my one point of criticism right here. The rest, it's meh, meh. Let's talk about the battle passes. There are 2 battle passes, which I quite, honestly, I find that excessive. But let's look at them for a moment. You get a lot of stuff in the battle pass. It's mostly materials to upgrade and keys and potions and a little bit of cleanup. And if you pay the premium, then you simply get the same stuff that the non-premium users get, just more of it. Except for this and the pass shop. Quite honestly, I don't like the skins in the pass shop, so this is not quite the incentive for me to buy the battle pass. But yeah, you're not getting like premium gear, you're not getting excessive shit, you're not getting anything that really puts you ahead with the battle pass. You simply get the same thing as the free player, just a little bit more, and you don't even get more kina, you just get more upgrade materials instead. So someone with a premium battle pass will not have double your money or something. It simply is quite tame. For NCSoft standards, this is really tame, to be honest. The second battle pass is quite the same, except it focuses a lot more on dungeon runs and resets. You have these energy refillers and dungeon reset scrolls here, and again the currency and some upgrade materials. It's nothing wild. These 2 battle passes are first of all very optional, and second of all, even if you wanted them, you don't have to buy them for real money, because you can exchange them for your Kina to Kuna and buy them if you have the $10 subscription. So overall, I cannot understand the pay-to-win allegations, because we had so much worse, and I know saying that somewhere else, some time ago or in another game it was worse, is not justifying this. This is still excessive, I understand that, but it is not pay to win. Someone getting twice the amount of time in PvP is not pay to win. Getting killed in PvP by someone who swiped $15,000 in the last loot box event, that is pay to win. And we simply don't have that here. There's nothing that gives you an excessive edge over other players by spending money. You will have some slightly more upgrade materials, you maybe have a little bit of an easier time, you get to enjoy the game more, And I think that is really fair if you are supporting the game, that you get to enjoy the game a little more. And again, I really believe they did a great job here with Aion 2. It's exceeding all my expectations, and for me personally, it is absolutely worth those 10 or even $30 a month if you think about it also in terms of entertainment. If you go to the cinema and you watch a 1 to 2 hour movie, you are paying 10 to 15 bucks. You get a lot more time, a lot more hours of entertainment for the $10 you spent on Aion 2. Just think about it. So, yeah, if you like the game, you support the game, you buy that subscription. If you whine about a $10 subscription paywall, then perhaps just don't play the fucking game because you're not appreciating it anyway. That's my hot take for this. Honestly, I believe this is not bad, but I also know in the history of NCSoft, the games usually start off very tame and then escalate. So we can say until here, NCSoft has been cooking. The question is, how fast will they burn it? Yeah, I believe I'm recording already for 30 minutes, so it's quite a special video for me, this one. I started my channel with Aion, and now I'm reviving it with Aion. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel, sticking around. I will make more videos about Aion 2 in the future. If you have wishes for videos, for example, if I should talk some more in depth about the sorcerer or some else, or if you want to see some dungeons or yeah, anything you can wish for, just ask down in the comments. Let me know your opinions about Aion 2 so far. Have you been testing it? Have you been playing it? And, well, also give me your hot takes about how pay to win the game is if you believe you have a different opinion than mine. And until then, I wish you a great time. I will now keep continuing to no-life the shit out of this game while I can. And I hope I see you guys in the next one. Have a great time.